Rod Stewart's story is one of grit, determination, and raw talent. His journey from the streets of London to the global music stage is nothing short of inspirational. Born in London in 1945, young Roderick David Stewart wouldn't find his calling in the classroom. The post-war era was a time of rebuilding and change, and like many of his generation, Stewart was searching for something more. Music, however, was a different story. It was a world where he could lose himself, a world that made sense to him in a way that school never did. He sang along to his father's record collection, his voice already hinting at the distinctive rasp that would become his trademark. These early moments were crucial as they laid the foundation for his future career. He was mesmerized by the likes of Al Jolson, Little Richard, and Sam Cooke. These artists were more than just entertainers. They were storytellers, and their music spoke to the young Stewart in a profound way. As a teenager, Stewart fell in love with the burgeoning British blues scene. The raw emotion and energy of the blues resonated with him deeply, offering an outlet for his own burgeoning talents. He was drawn to the raw energy and emotional honesty of artists like John Lee Hooker and Muddy Waters. Their music was a revelation, showing him the power of authenticity and emotional expression. This music spoke to him, and he began to find his own voice, busking on the streets of London and playing small gigs. His talent was undeniable, and it wasn't long before he started to attract attention. He joined his first band, The Dimensions, in 1963. This was a significant step, as it marked his entry into the professional music world. It was a crash course in the music industry. The band toured relentlessly, playing pubs and clubs across England. These early experiences were invaluable, teaching Stewart the ins and outs of the music business. They toured relentlessly, playing pubs and clubs across England. Each performance was a learning experience, helping Stewart to hone his craft and develop his stage presence. Stewart honed his skills as a frontman, his natural charisma shining through. He learned how to engage with the audience, making each performance a unique and memorable experience. He wasn't just singing, he was connecting with the audience. This ability to forge a deep connection with his listeners would become one of his defining traits as an artist. In 1964, a twist of fate led him to Long John Baldry and his band, the Hoochie Coochie Men. This was a turning point in his career, opening up new opportunities and experiences. Baldry, a towering figure in the British blues scene, recognized Stewart's talent and took him under his wing. This mentorship was crucial, providing Stewart with the guidance and support he needed to grow as an artist. It was a pivotal moment. Under Baldry's guidance, Stewart's confidence and skills grew, and he began to make a name for himself in the music world. Stewart was now performing to larger audiences, sharing stages with some of the biggest names in British blues. These performances were a testament to his growing reputation and talent. His star was beginning to rise. With each performance, he gained more fans and more recognition, setting the stage for his future success. As his career progressed, Stewart began to focus more on songwriting and recording. He spent countless hours in the studio, perfecting his craft and developing his unique sound. His dedication paid off, resulting in a series of iconic albums that would cement his place in music history. Each album was a reflection of his journey, capturing the highs and lows of his life and career. Over the years, Stewart received numerous awards and accolades recognizing his contributions to music. These honors were a testament to his talent, hard work, and enduring appeal. His success wasn't limited to the UK. He became a global sensation, touring the world and building a dedicated fan base in every corner of the globe. His music transcended borders, resonating with people from all walks of life. Looking back on his career, Stewart often reflects on the journey that brought him to where he is today. From the streets of London to the world's biggest stages, his story is a testament to the power of passion, perseverance, and staying true to oneself. Even today, Stewart continues to perform and connect with audiences, proving that his music and his message are as relevant as ever. His journey is far from over, and his legacy continues to grow with each passing year. Rod Stewart's voice is one of the most recognizable in music history. From the moment you hear it, you know it's him. There's a certain magic in the way he sings that captures the essence of his personality and life experiences. It's a voice that's both rough and tender, capable of conveying raw emotion with a simple phrase. Whether he's singing about love, loss, or life's simple pleasures, his voice has a way of reaching deep into your soul. His signature rasp, a product of years of smoking and hard living, only adds to its unique character. This rasp isn't just a vocal quirk, it's a testament to the life he's lived, the highs and lows, the triumphs and tribulations. It's a voice that tells stories, that whispers secrets, that roars with passion. Each note he sings is imbued with a sense of authenticity and truth, making his performances unforgettable. His vocal style is deeply rooted in the blues. The blues have a way of expressing the deepest emotions, and Stewart's voice is perfectly suited for this genre. He bends notes with a soulful ache, his voice cracking with emotion. This ability to convey such deep feeling through his voice is what sets him apart from many other singers. But Stewart's influences extend beyond the blues. He has a deep appreciation for various musical styles, and this is evident in his diverse body of work. He infuses his singing with elements of rock and roll, folk, and even a touch of crooning. This eclectic blend creates a sound that is both familiar and entirely his own. His phrasing is impeccable. He has a way of making each lyric feel like a personal message to the listener. He knows how to deliver a lyric with maximum impact. Every word he sings is carefully considered, and he knows exactly how to use his voice to convey the right emotion. He can make you feel every word. His ability to connect with his audience on such a deep level is one of the reasons why he has remained so popular over the years. He's not afraid to be vulnerable, to let his voice crack with emotion. This vulnerability is what makes his music so relatable and powerful. And when he belts out a chorus, it's with a power that belies his small frame. His voice can fill a room, commanding attention and leaving a lasting impression. There's an honesty to Stewart's voice that resonates with listeners. This honesty is what makes his music so timeless and enduring. He doesn't shy away from expressing vulnerability, heartbreak, or joy. His willingness to lay his emotions bare is what makes his music so deeply moving. He lays his emotions bare, making his music deeply relatable. Whether he's singing a heartfelt ballad or an upbeat rock song, his emotional honesty shines through. His voice has the power to transport you to another time and place, to make you feel like he's singing just for you. This ability to create such a personal connection with his audience is what makes Rod Stewart a true musical legend. Rod Stewart is a natural showman. His ability to captivate an audience is unparalleled, a skill honed over decades of performing. From his early days performing in small clubs, he understood the importance of connecting with an audience. These intimate settings allowed him to develop a rapport with his fans, making each performance feel personal and unique. He possessed an innate charisma that drew people in. Whether it was a small club or a massive stadium, Rod had the ability to make every person in the audience feel like he was singing just for them. He wasn't content to simply stand behind a microphone. He commanded the stage with a swagger and energy that was impossible to ignore. His performances were a blend of music and movement, a dynamic display that kept audiences on their feet. His movements were fluid and dynamic. Every step, every gesture was a part of the performance, adding to the overall experience. He danced, he jumped, he moved with a grace that belied his rock and roll persona. He strutted across the stage with the confidence of a rock and roll star, his trademark blonde mane swaying in time with the music. This iconic image of Rod, with his hair flowing and his body moving to the beat, became a symbol of his unique style. He engaged with the crowd, flashing a mischievous grin or winking at a fan in the front row. These small gestures created a connection, making the audience feel like they were a part of the show. His sense of style became as iconic as his music. Rod's fashion choices were bold and distinctive, setting him apart from other rock stars of his era. He embraced a flamboyant, androgynous look, inspired by his mod roots. This style was not just about clothing, it was a statement, a reflection of his personality and his willingness to push the boundaries of conventional fashion. He donned skin-tight jeans, silk scarves, and leopard print jackets. These outfits were more than just stage costumes, they were an extension of his persona, a way to express his individuality and his rock and roll spirit. He wasn't afraid to push boundaries, to challenge conventional notions of masculinity in the world of rock and roll. His fashion choices were daring and unconventional, reflecting his fearless approach to both music and life. His love of football, particularly his beloved Celtic FC, often found its way into his performances. His passion for the sport added another layer to his shows, making them even more engaging and entertaining. He would kick footballs into the audience, transforming concerts into a celebration of music and sport. This playful interaction with the crowd was a testament to his ability to blend his passions and create a unique concert experience. This playful energy, combined with his undeniable stage presence, created an electric atmosphere at his shows. Every concert was a high-energy event, filled with music, movement, and a sense of fun that was infectious. Rod Stewart's ability to connect with his audience, his distinctive style, and his love of football all came together to create performances that were truly unforgettable. His shows were not just concerts, they were events, experiences that left a lasting impression on everyone who attended.